Yep, they take work home.
Oh yes, of course.
And they do work in the holidays as well.
Yes, they work in the holidays, yep.
Yep. So for those who say, oh, but they get so many weeks of holidays every year, well, yeah, not really.
No.
Okay. So next up I'm going to play a speech from the principal at the Kogarah school. I can't remember whether it was a high school or a primary school. And she spoke at the May Day rally. So this will be Julia Ross, a principal, school principal.
Boys, it's Julia Ross, the principal at Kogarah High School.
Thank you. Oh, wow, what a sight. This Gadigal land always was, always will be. I'd like to acknowledge elders past, present, and importantly for our wonderful New South Wales public education teachers, the emerging leaders of the First Nation, because they are educated in our great public schools.
Yes.
It's time to take a stand. Stand up for public education. Stand up for our public school teachers, our nurses, our paramedics, all of our workers. New data shows that the average worker will receive a real pay cut of nearly $2,000 in the first half of this year.
Shocking, isn't it?
That's shame. That's nearly 4 times more than the Morrison government projected in the budget less than a month ago. This is the worst real pay cut for working people this century. The cost of groceries, petrol and rent are all going up, and our wages are going backwards. Public school educators have been used to this for some time.
Yeah.
The Morrison government has directed an extra $10 billion to private schools since 2018. While public schools are underfunded by at least $6.5 billion every year. That's our kids who are missing out. Don't even get me started on TAFE, the stripping of TAFE and the casualisation of the TAFE teachers. The shortfall to public education alone this year is $6.7 billion. Australia now has one of the most economically stratified education systems in the world, with public schools educating 82% of students from low socio-economic areas. We're doing the heavy lifting with less to ensure that all of our students from Aboriginal Torres Strait Islander backgrounds, low socio-economic backgrounds, students with disabilities, refugee and migrant students, so that they can reach their full potential. Enrolment projections in New South Wales are expected to grow by more than 150,000 students between now and 2036. The problem is, we're facing a massive teacher shortage now. We've got our classes not being covered because there are no teachers. Your kids are sitting in quadrangles, sitting in the playground, sitting in libraries with minimal supervision. The New South Wales Department of Education's own briefings show that they are aware of this and have been for some time, yet they did nothing. Internal state government documents suggest the state will be short-staffed by 1,700 teachers within 3 years. And the federal government also expects more than 50,000 teachers to permanently leave the profession by 2025. Young people don't see teaching as attractive. What a surprise. We currently have a decrease of about 30% in the number of young people entering the initial teacher education courses at university. And of those who do enter, just over 50% finish the course and graduate. There are estimates that between 30 and 50% of teachers leave the profession within the first 5 years. And this loss of teachers is felt disproportionately harder by our disadvantaged schools. The same schools that are going to experience the largest growth in enrolment. But why are they leaving? Sydney University research found that teachers are working on average 54 hours a week. Principals are working on average 66 hours a week. Add to that the state government's arbitrary wage cap of 2.5% for the public sector, while they award themselves a myriad of bonuses and allowances. We have a Secretary of Education who sits on $614,000 a year, and she has no qualifications in education.
Unbelievable, yeah.
So in response, the mighty New South Wales Teachers Federation has called a 24-hour strike on Wednesday unsustainable workload, stagnating.
That was a Wednesday that just went this week.
Shortages, a pathetic 2.04% is on the table. Well, on Wednesday the 4th of May, we are going to tell them exactly what they can do with their 2.04%.
That's a spirit.
Teachers deserve more than thanks.
Exactly.
A holiday in New South Wales isn't just about the destination, it's about how it makes you feel. It's a place where you feel inspired. There's nowhere else you'll experience such a wide range of nature and culture. Plan and book your New South Wales holiday today.
The Edge is back. United Cinemas Katoomba are open, COVID safe and featuring fabulous movies in 9 sessions every day of the week. So pop on the glad rags, pop over to the Edge, get some popcorn and get absorbed in your favourite pastime.